Hi everyone, so for today's video I'm going to be showing you my B6 rings planner that I just recently got, and this is a very basic kind of setup. There's not a ton of frills and like inserts and dashboards and die cuts and all that fancy stuff. It's just kind of a few little things here and there because this is my more functional planner. When I want to go crazy with decorating, I will usually go to my Erin Condren and treat it like a scrapbook. So I do have some fun elements in here, but it's like nothing that I had to try too hard to put together. And I may end up doing more, but for now, this is what I'm using for my everyday kind of daily planner. So the planner itself is a Franklin Covey planner. It is the Ava style compact size in the color teal. I think it's discontinued, so you'll only probably be able to find it like used or sold from a third party, because I think mine was on Amazon from a third party seller. But it does fit the size B6 really well. B6 rings specifically, because I know that B6 rings is kind of a new thing, so not too many shops have that option for a planner yet, and if they do, it's like highly customized and expensive. I think Aura Estelle just came out with a B6 rings and strings combination planner, which seems really cool, but I don't like the idea of strings, so this was definitely a good option for me. So the clasp is magnetic, which is really nice, and it's adjustable, so there's like 3 different sizes. So I have mine on the loosest size because I keep a pen in here and it's kind of getting a little bit thicker. So let's go ahead and open it up. Okay, so this is kind of how it looks when you open it up. I've got my pen in here, and it can either be like tucked in here when you close it or sticking out depending on how flat you want it to be. So in the little pocket here, what I have is 2 of my washi samplers on like pieces of acetate, or I guess this is like laminated paper or something. But yeah, so I bought a bunch of Simply Gilded samples a while ago, and they came like this. So so I just put these in here as like my washi cards, because I don't really see the point in like using perfectly good washi to just sit on a card and just be decorative, because like this stuff is expensive. So I just use what I already have. So this is my collection of 5mm bows, and then I have some bigger ones over here. I had one here I think that I used up, I believe. I think it was like another 10mm size. But yeah, so those I just have sitting up here. I think it was facing this way because I like the black and white to show out. And then I have a die cut here. This is from Sweet Ava's paper. This is Snowball the cat, one of her main characters, with a teapot and a teacup, and it was just so perfect because I love cats and I love tea. So I just have her kind of tucked in there, or him, I don't actually know Snowball's gender, but I have that tucked in there. And then I have a couple of clips that I made myself. Actually, all of the clips in here, except for one of them in the back, are ones that I've made. So I'm not actually using these to mark pages right now, so they're just kind of decorative, but I made this little Jingle Bells kind of clip because I made this around the holiday season when I got my planner, so it was like still kind of Christmassy, so that was what that was for. And then this one is just a kind of lock and key situation. I thought it was really cute. These are Tim Holtz brand. You can find them at Michael's. So those are just tucked in there just for decoration. And then moving into my actual planner, the first thing I have kind of clipped in here is my pin page, I guess. I don't know. I just wanted some way to display my pin collection, and I don't have enough to like set them out like as a display yet, and I haven't figured out how I would want to do that anyway. So I just have them pinned into this piece of cardboard here, just sitting at the front of my planner. So I only have 2 pins. This is from Scribble Prints Co. and this is from Sweet Ava's paper, just to start off my collection. I also didn't mention that the thing I've tucked into this pocket is a piece of kind of acetate. I think it's actually drawer liner that I kind of thought looked like acetate, so I'm using it as that. But I used to have this in here, and then when I kept my pouch in here before it began to get too thick to keep it in here, I would kind of loop the pouch through these parts right here so that it would stay in my planner. So I'm just keeping this in here just in case I find something else to do with it, but that's what that is. So now I do have a little kind of page lifter thing at the front, and there's one at the back too. I made these out of the same drawer liner material. And then this is paper that I got at Michael's, which is pretty much the only type of dashboard or anything that I am currently using in this planner. I have a lot of journaling cards and stuff that I want to eventually make into like dashboards or like put them in here, but I want to like laminate them and punch holes in that. I don't want to punch holes in the actual cards, so I'm kind of holding off on that. And also I don't have like a setup with a color scheme that they would like match necessarily, and there aren't any that are just like gold, so I'm kind of leaving those out for now, but I do have a huge collection. So I have another die cut down here that I just kind of taped on with masking tape because I want to be able to remove it. So this is another from Sweet Ava's paper. It's Snowball the cat, and then two other cats. There's a black one, but it's not Shadow, which is for a black cat character because he looks different. But yeah, they're all like planning at a desk with like stickers and washi and pens, and it's just so cute. I love that. So that's just sitting right here, protected by this page lifter. So now we get into my inserts. So I made these little tabs myself. Like this isn't real. This is like a temporary situation with all these tabs that I have. I just wanted to like see how it worked and if I wanted to use it that way for now, because when I do put in like actual dividers, like decorative dividers, I will be putting tabs like permanently on those with sturdier material, but this is just kind of a for now situation, so that's kind of how they're gonna look. So this is my my daily planner, and I call it weekly here because it's 3 weeks at a time. So it's the Dutch Store inserts from Decennia Printables. So so you can kind of look at the week at a time, and then there's like daily inserts here. So I'm not going to show you my plans too much there because you will see that in future videos. It would be kind of a spoiler. But anyway, this is what I use for like pre-planning mainly. So I write down what I do each day, and then this is for like my shop or like anything planning related goes here. And then I will sketch out kind of how I want my layout to be in this sidebar here. Let me see if I have an example. I don't have an example right now, but I will just like draw out my own boxes and like write in what I want to do and do like a rough sketch of the icon I want to use. And then this clip that I'm using here to mark my place, what day I'm on, is a little miniature book, Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, because I don't think I had a Deathly Hallows one at the time. I don't know. But yeah, these were what I used to sell in my shop before I transitioned to planner stickers. I would make these little miniature hardcover books that like actually open and the pages flip and everything. But obviously that's the cover art is covered by copyright, so I quickly took those out of the shop. But I just wanted to put one to use as a little clip, so I thought that was cute. So that's marking my place. If you guys would like be interested in these, like let me know, because I can include them in like giveaways and stuff. I don't know. I have a bunch that I need to get rid of. So yeah, so that is that section. And next section is shop schedules. So this is where I mark down the week and what people are having sales and new releases and other events going on in the week, like what other shops are doing it. This isn't my shop specific. All of my shop stuff is going to go into the Decennia Printables inserts. This is solely other shops. So so I just have, it's kind of like a week on 2 pages situation, but it's not like in columns, although it should be because Friday's filled up. Friday is like everyone's release day. But there's a lot of other stuff going on too. So I have one column for what time the sale or whatever is going on, and then one column for like the shop, and underneath I put like what the thing is, and then I'll just like swiggle lines to like divide them. I could probably figure out a better way to do that, like maybe add more columns, but for now this is just kind of what I have going on. And then I left this one blank so I could write in whatever I wanted. So like I can write down what I bought that week, or this week I'm doing just things that are happening all week, like Sweet Ava's Paper is having a huge clearance sale this whole week, so I just wrote that. And then underneath the times in this column, I'll just write whether I bought something. So like Beautiful Planning had a 35% off sale on Monday. It's still going on, I think. I think today's the last day that as of filming, which is Wednesday the 23rd. So I did buy something from her. I almost bought from, actually no, I did buy from Shine Sticker Studio on $2 Tuesday. I missed her 25% off sale, but she had released something for $2 Tuesday that I wanted, so like it made sense to wait anyway. And I did have another coupon to use, so I bought something from her there. I didn't buy the Fox and Cactus new release, or Sweet Ava's Paper. I missed when she had a $2 Tuesday for like all of her Snowball stuff, because like I don't know, if that had been this week I would have jumped on it, but unfortunately not. So I'm just gonna wait, see if those go on sale again or if she has another sale. So then Friday, like I said, tons of stuff is happening. I have another thing I need to write into, so I better do that real quick. But yeah, so this is kind of what I use to keep track of other shops and stuff, instead of like cluttering up my Google Calendar with all that stuff. I did, I think, put Pumpkin Paper Co. reopening on there, because like that's a huge deal for me. I'm really excited to see her new format and like how it all is going to work, and her new releases and stuff. Mostly excited to see if the stuff that I had on my wish list that I did not get a chance to buy before her reformat is still available, hopefully in a new format. So crossing my fingers that I'm going to be able to get some of those. So after shop schedules, I have order trackers. Kind of not going to give you spoilers of like what I've bought, because like all that's for upcoming hauls, but I can show you on a blank page. So right here I just have space to put what items I bought from what shop. Here I can put how much it was. Here's the date I ordered it, the date it's shipped, and the date I received it. And this is kind of useful to like hold on to this stuff, to like see how long it takes something to get to me from Canada, say, because I think like most of the things I bought were like from Canada. Tons of shops are in Canada. It's either like Canada or Australia. So like it's good to keep that information so you can expect things and like start to get worried if they don't come on time. But yeah, so that's kind of how I keep track of that. And then over here I have my New Year's resolution stuff, so I just called it New Year's planning. These are more inserts I made for myself. Everything past this is inserts I made for myself. Oh, and this clip up here I'm using to mark that is one I made. Both of these, there's just a white one here and then a black one here. They're both just lace I kind of tied and sewed onto a paper clip, and this one has little bead dangles just cause. So I thought that was kind of fun. But yeah, that's marking this. And so I just have some spaces to write lists and stuff. I didn't fill this out before this video because I'm sure it's going to be a bunch of like personal stuff that I don't necessarily want to show in video, but I want to show you what I'm going to do. So here I have a list of things to improve about myself for the new year. Here's a more positive page where I can write good habits I have that I want to keep, so that I'm not like too focused on the bad and I'm focused on the good as well. Here I can write more positive things about me, so that's more positivity. So I have like a kind of even mix of positive and negative stuff in here, because like the last listing page over here is New Year's goals. So I can just write some more things to improve there. And then here between that I have an exercise from Mind Over Munch, who is a YouTuber who does awesome food recipes and like meal prepping ideas and like just general health things. So she had an email series where for New Year's she wanted you to kind of answer all these questions about your ideal self and just a lot of like really going in depth questions. So I answered them in here, and that's this kind of here as a reminder for me to read and like remember what I want to improve on. And then right here on this page, I'm not going to show you, but it's like something really specific that I want to improve, and there's like steps on there on how to get better at that. So that is kind of what I'm doing for my New Year's inserts. So then next I have my plans for PlannerCon, which I'm super excited about. Like as we get closer, like more and more things start like getting scheduled and stuff, and people start talking about what they're gonna do, and the group is popping on Facebook. So it's super exciting, and it's only like a month away. But these are the inserts I made for that. So here I have my packing list for PlannerCon specific things, not just like generic packing, because I have another packing list for that, but this is just PlannerCon specific, like one of like a backpack that I can carry around stuff with me all day, and like my bag of swaps and all that. So here's where I can put down things to do in San Francisco when I have some off time. So I have a place to put the activity, info about it, and then the date I actually did it. Same thing for places to eat, restaurant info, date completed. Here is like the daily schedule. So I have a space for Friday, like a whole day for Friday, because like the VIP lunch is at 12, and then check-in's at 4:30. Shopping starts at 6, and then the planner prom starts at like 7 or something like that. I don't know. So I can write that in there once the times are like 100% confirmed. And then Saturday schedule, I'll fill these out as I like know the workshops too, because like workshop signups haven't begun yet. And then one for Sunday. And then I have a budget thing in here to keep track of savings for PlannerCon. So I have a bunch of categories here. I can show you those. So I have a category for transportation to and from San Francisco, because I live in Santa Cruz right now, so I was going to drive up, but I wasn't sure if I was going to Uber or if I would be able to get a ride from my friend, and he is driving me, so that's going to be free. Transportation around San Francisco, that's just like Ubers and stuff. So I have like an amount here under the goal category that I can write how much I'm planning to save up. And then for my PlannerCon VIP ticket, which I already bought, that's on there. The Airbnb for when I'm staying there, which I already paid half of. I have a really good place because I booked it so early, for a really good price too. It's much better than staying on location at the hotel that PlannerCon is going to be at, but I'm thinking I'm just going to spend most of my time there anyway, like doing activities, so I'm not missing out on anything, because they say you should stay on location so that you don't miss out on things. And then I have a category for shopping at PlannerCon, because, you know, there's going to be tons of vendors, and I know a few big shops that are going, like I think Paper and Milk is going, I think Cynthia might be going from Wonton and Million, I'm not entirely sure, but there's going to be some big shops. So, and I haven't bought anything from Paper and Milk yet, from Denise, so this is going to be a big order from her. But yeah, so I'm going to save up for that, and then shopping in San Francisco in general, because like I know there's a bunch of stationery stores I want to go to and stuff, so save up for that. And then eating out, because I'm going to pack a lot of my food, because like I'm just driving up, it's like it can keep an hour in the car, and I'll just drop it off at the Airbnb. But I know that if I get together with a group of people, like we're probably going to go out to eat, so gonna put some money aside for that too. And then here's just an empty section that I can write if I find something else to write in. And then over here I can write money that I've put down for that, or like if I've set aside a certain amount of money for that thing, like I can just write that in here, so I know not to touch that money for anything else. And then over here, I guess I've been showing you this whole time, that's fine. It's just questions for new people, because like I'm like a recovering introvert, like I'm more of an ambivert now, but it's still kind of difficult for me to like know how to approach people I don't know, and like I'm going without knowing anybody. So I'm gonna try and really make an effort to meet people, and I think it's gonna be fine, because like I've done this before, not necessarily at a convention, but like it's not hard for me to like just start talking to people. But I do have a bunch of questions here to kind of help me with that, in case I'm like drawing a blank or running out of things to talk about. So that's kind of just a reminder for myself. And that is my Planner Con section. I will be adding more pages to it, such as a page of people I want to make sure I see, and I was going to put in like a signature page in here, but I'm actually just going to do that in my Erin Condren, because I am going to be bringing both with me, because they both serve different purposes that are equally important for a planner convention. Alright, and then last I have the leftovers of my Christmas planner. Most of the sheets in here are taken out because I used them for Christmas and then didn't feel the need to keep most of them after that. But there is some leftover stuff in here that I still want to keep. So like one of them is just my Christmas washi sampler page. All of this is from Michael's. I don't have anything like super special yet, but I just thought it would be fun to like have a sampler of that for my Christmas spreads and stuff. This was my travel page. This was the page for when I came back to Santa Cruz via San Jose. There was one for when I went to my parents' house in Texas, but I took that out because it wasn't relevant. But my packing list I did keep in here because there are some things I didn't actually bring back that I want to remember to bring back for other, that I wanted to bring back the next time I was there. And then over here I have my page of thank you notes that I wanted to remember to write, so you kind of got a sneak peek of that. But yeah, I managed to write most of those, but not all of them. So here would be a Christmas card insert on the back of that. I didn't fill out this year because I didn't send out Christmas cards, but this year I probably will. But this was like just in case. And then over here I have my Christmas to watch list, all my Christmas movies, and I did keep it here because I'm still kind of going through them. Right now I'm watching the Home Alone series. I'm on movie 4 out of 5 right now. I just finished it because I don't really consider it too much Christmas movies. They're kind of good anytime movies anyway. But yeah, I'm keeping this here while I just go through it. Some I'll save for next year. This is my Christmas to-do list. Yeah, just generic stuff I wanted to do while I was on Christmas vacation at my parents' house. Then over here, my holiday planner sticker order tracker, which is where I wrote down obviously all of the kind of holiday themed planner stickers that I bought. So I mean, you can look at that because I've already hauled it. It's fine. And then that is the last of my inserts that I have in here currently. There may be more in the future. I have several designed or planned, but these are the ones that I'm going to use right now. So then last, I have this pocket that I made out of the same pretty paper from Michael's. And here I have stickers. So these are stickers I use in my daily planning, my Justinian Printables inserts. So I do use a lot of my tracker stickers from my shop in those inserts. I don't use them in my Erin Condren anymore. I prefer to use character stickers in there and trackers in here because this is my more functional planner. That's my more decorative, so it makes sense. And then these flags I use for marking days off. Right now, since I'm not working yet, I just mark my boyfriend's days off so I know when he has more time to talk. Then I have some rescheduled strips, which I only use in here, like I said, because I back plan, so it doesn't make any sense to use those in my Erin Condren. And then just full boxes and quarter boxes. I mean, half and quarter boxes, so that I can put stuff at the top in like the weekly view part, like up here. And then my other stickers that I have are my mood trackers, because I accidentally printed out a bunch of the weekly sidebar trackers specifically for mood trackers, and I didn't want them to go to waste and they'd printed out wrong, or they had cut wrong rather. So I'm just trying to kind of use them up each week. So I'm using this sheet from my shop, which is also an oops sheet. So it kind of makes sense to put those together, just to use them up. Here's my order trackers. Like you've seen, I do have a bigger insert for tracking orders, but that's more for planner stickers. And when I have a lot to track, this I can use for just like one order, like if I did only one a whole week, or if I ordered something that wasn't planner stickers, then I can use the sticker in there. Here's weather trackers. I don't really know exactly why this is in here. I know it's an oops sheet. Maybe I'm just gonna use it. But so I have used it once in my Erin Condren, just because I don't have like an actual one for myself printed out. So I don't know, I'm just keeping it here because it's an oops sheet. I don't want it to get mixed in with my good sheets, but if I need that sticker, here it is. And then I have a couple of my YouTube filming stickers that again I only use in here. So I use these, you know, many times a week, so it makes sense to print out a bunch of them. And then I have a couple of leftover inserts that I'm not going to use right now, but maybe later. So like here's a leftover New Year's resolutions insert that I might just save for next year, or if I need extra space right now to write more good habits or whatever, I can just slip that in. And then another one for San Francisco, things to do and places to eat, just in case I need more, like for overflow. Alright, so that is what I keep in my pocket. Back here, it's kind of pretty full at this point, probably can't fit much more, but it does fit that pretty decently. And then the paper clip I have here is from Sweet Ava's paper also. It's two cats, one of them's got his arm around the other. It was so cute. It's the only paper clip I've bought from another shop so far, but just couldn't resist it, and she was having a sale. And yeah, and that's the page turner right there. And the last thing I have in here in this pocket is a letter from my boyfriend, just because I like to have that on hand and I like to keep it with me. And then in this pocket I just have the mood trackers that I told you I was trying to like use up. So I have these in here to just stick them in my weekly inserts for every time I print off new ones. But yeah, like I said, they cut through the whole thing instead of just like staying on one sheet where I could just peel it off. So it's kind of annoying to peel off the backing, but I'm not gonna waste them. So that's that. And yeah, that is my that is everything that is in my B6 rings right now. Like I said, it's not necessarily its final form, nor do I want it to be like super intense or anything. This is what works for me, and it's got like just enough deco that it's, you know, it brings me joy to like open it up and use it all the time. So yeah, I hope this was an inspiring video for you, if only so you know what kind of inserts you can put in your everyday carry planner, and maybe you like the look of this planner and maybe you want to go find it somewhere on the interwebs. Hopefully you will, because I know there's probably not a ton left now that it's discontinued, but good luck if you do want to seek it out. And yeah, thanks so much for watching. If you want to like, comment, subscribe, share, that would be amazing, and I will see you in my next video. Ciao!